Okay, I'm not going to get the PlayStation 3, and this is why. I got an idea for a new controller. Anybody who wants this, they can take this idea, or kick me back some money, please. But try this out. It's a circle, right? It's a just like a little cylinder thing, and you hold it like this. So it's not supposed to be huge, but at a good recognizable distance, so a little bit smaller than the steering wheel. It'll have a little D-pad for the left and the thumb, and it'll have a number pad for the right thumb. There'll be trigger, 2 triggers you can use. And then you can have it so that you can have your middle fingers on the triggers, and you have your index fingers on the side, and a sort of sensor would detect if you rolled your finger, on the side of the the ring. Now there's also 6-axis sort of thing, so it would recognize how you're using it. So that way, for different games, you can hold it a certain way and totally have a game where it's a shield. You have a sword being controlled by your other hand, or by your left hand, your left thumb, but you move the shield around as your, or you move the ring around as your shield on the screen. So you can go have a first-person sort of sword fight, and have it like that.
Yeah.
But then in the middle of the ring, you have a sort of sensor that detects if you put your hand through the ring. And this is why. When you move your hand around, it'll move an object on 3D space. So you can hold it, one way or another, and have your hand through it and be manipulating it. So, I mean, God, I don't know, kind of hurt my arm, but if people can do with the wheel all day long,
Yeah.
I think, what do you think? Do you think that'd be neat? A neat thing to try?
A different controller.
Yeah, it's like, and have it with a cord connected,
Do you know how many different games you could play with that? Different games. With racing and...
Yeah, and ideally it's like for a driving sim, that sort of aspect. Hopefully you can get to that. But the thing is, they have the technology now, they can get that. And if it, with the cord sticking up is too much of a hassle, you just turn it around. You have the cord sticking down, and you'll still have access to whatever buttons. It shouldn't be too different.
Have you seen the Wii steering wheels that they have?
No.
They have cordless, wireless steering. There's just little steering wheels for the racing games on the Wii. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever seen anything that's a cylinder. That would be
a ring.
A ring.
Yeah, it's a ring, not a cylinder.
Okay,
a
I
ring.
thought you said a cylinder.
Sorry, I kept. Yeah, I'm trying to mess up the name because I just think that would be a neat idea. Now, on top of that, so you can control it one way. That's kind of like the PS2 game controller way, and you get it. Ideally, I think you could have the thumb buttons, but maybe not. What you then do is, if you turn it 90 degrees, you'd have a different set of controls there. So you hold it a different way. So it's going to be a ring, but it's going to be an odd-shaped kind of ring, but ideally a ring, and you can hold it, manipulate it in a ring in different ways.
What do they call them? Pirate ships? Where they say pirate ships?
You brilliant young woman, what did you just say?
What
was your idea?
What do pirate ships?
It's a steering wheel,
steering
right?
wheel.
Yeah, you have a steering wheel simulator like that. That would be awesome. And you just use buttons to manipulate which sails. And
you still can stick your hand through what you were saying.
yeah. Well, for sword fighting too. Which would be kind of weird if you could get that.
That could be a complete game console.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Okay, something else, like a little controller that I was thinking for the PSP, because they want thumbsticks, right? We can't get thumbsticks exactly on a little thing you slip into your pocket. Well, can't you make something that's it's like a kind of a pocket or a cloth beanbag, and you put your thumb into it, and you can direct it around, and that would be like a joystick. You have some sort of weird gel in there, but in a sense, by moving your thumb around, it acts as a joystick and a directional finder.
Do you think technology is that advanced yet?
I'm kind of curious if that is possible. But, really, it's like if you don't think it, who's going to build it? So,
that's good to have talk like that because trigger something.
So this one I put on YouTube, by the way. But what do you think? Do you think that would be cool? Kind of neat. You can just it's kind of like with
easier to carry around.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about sitting on
That's it. No, not the big thing. It's like just little
Right.
little spots where a thumb, where a thumbstick would be. I mean, that's what it is. So, or for the ring idea, instead of it being hollow through, make it a solid surface, but like glass, and something touch sensitive. And even better if it lit up and it reflected, a sort of screen, kind of like with the Nintendo DS. But you can make it, and it doesn't have to be clear, but it'd be awesome if it was clear. But otherwise, it's, it'll be a screen that you can touch and manipulate with your finger, or a stylus even. So, it's a circular thing. You can hold it like a shield. Turn it on its 90 degrees and play it a different way, and essentially, do it all the way around like that. And then you have a touch surface in the center of it as well, or through the middle of it. And you can you hold it down and manipulate your fingers or whatever. What do you think? Do you think that'd work?
That's better than I think putting your hand through it.
Yeah. But then it's spatial. That's what That's why you'd want that. It's a spatial thing. But